All right, so I want to make a video on this problem quick. And again, we'll get better at these when I'm with you in class. But you want to find the slope, all right? And so to write an equation of a line, you need to know slope and your y-intercept. And so I'm going to switch over to my dot cam here. And we're going to just kind of go through this together here. So let me see if I can switch what I'm showing you here. Just a second. It might take a while to come up. All right, let's see if I can get this to focus. And I think we'll be good. All right. Oh, there we go. Oh, it's focusing. Okay, so with the problem that was just up there, shoot, in my head. Oh, I think I wrote it over here. All right, so what I like to do is I like to kind of make an input-output chart. Like we have year and we have sales. And so in year 2, it was 24,000. And in year 5, it was 54,000. And those are your ordered pairs. So I know a lot of your, like the Y2 minus Y1 high school teachers like this to get slope. I like doing just change in Y over change in X. So if I look here, this went up by what? $30,000, so 30K. And this went up by 3 years. So I'm just looking at the change. How did Y change positive? How did that change? And so I divide and I get $10,000 per year. It's a rate. Okay, so that's your slope. Okay, the rate is your slope. All right, so then what's next? All right, so then they ask you to write the equation. Okay, so you need to know the starting amount, the beginning amount. Now, there's a couple ways to do this. If you're not a huge fan of algebra, you can make your chart go unit by unit. And so this was what, 54,000, and this was 24,000. And you can just apply your rate because you know it's going up by 10,000. So you can see that I could just add 10,000 all the time and it would work. And so if you want to go backwards, you could just subtract 10,000 all the time. And then you get at 0 is your starting amount. 1 means it's been 1 year. So you want to go back to 0. If you don't like that, you could do algebra, y equals mx plus b. And I always like to say this is like subbing 3 out of 4. You know, what do you know? You know m, right? M's right there, so you know m. And you also know actually 2 inputs and outputs, but you only need 1 of them. So here's an x and a y, x and y. So I have 3 numbers. I can figure out b. So y is my output, 24,000. My slope is 10,000. My input for that is 2 plus b. So that's 20,000. And if I subtract it, we get to what? 4,000 is b, our starting amount. So either way, I can get b by just thinking about it and kind of going back in time to the start. And again, start is at 0. Like 1 means you're 1 year old. You don't say you're 1 when you're born. You're 0 when you're born. And then 1 is 1 year later. So if you know your slope and you know your y-intercept, you can write your equation. So y equals mx plus b. You just fill in the blank, right? So you're going to fill in this number, you're going to replace, and this number, or variable, you're going to replace. And so you're going to get a formula. So y equals, rate is 10,000. The rate always goes by x. And then the starting amount is 4,000. So that goes there. All right, now, as far as we can use that to predict stuff then, like if you're trying to figure out like if x is this, you can shove it in and get your output. So input here is years, output is sales. So this is going to be years for input, output is going to be sales and money. So if they give you like 10 years, you could shove in 10, get the output of money. If they give you money, you could sub in money over here and do algebra to solve for the years. So let me see if I can minimize this quick. And if shows me the question again. Let's see. I can't. Shoot. Okay, I'm going to have to get out of that. All right, it says, let's see, use your answer from B to find out how many years must pass till you surpass 100,000. Okay, so what you're going to do, so again, I'm going to have to get back to my dot cam. Sorry, I had to turn it off to see everything there. Okay, and not super, well, there we go. Okay, so they want to know 100,000. So you don't sub that in there. Your 100,000 is your output over here. So we're going to solve this equation. So we're going to subtract the 4,000 from both sides. I'll switch papers here. So what is that? 96,000. 96,000. And then what do I have? 10,000 x, I think, over here. So divide by 10,000. Okay, so I just subtracted the 4,000 from both sides, all right? And so that should be, what, 96,000? Hopefully I didn't do math wrong. And then now I'm dividing, all right? So that's going to do what? 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that 9.6, I think, is x? And that would be years, all right? And I guess if they wanted a calendar year, like, for example, sometimes on my math lab, it might be 9.6 years, but they want a calendar year, so you have to answer, like, 2016 or, you know, something like that. All right, hopefully that helps. Again, if you need more help, let me know. Take care. Bye-bye.